Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Mia and today was day 6 of the Anti-Bully Reads Readathon. It is almost over. Tomorrow is the last day, so tomorrow at midnight it is officially over. I have to admit I feel very sad about the end of this wonderful readathon approaching so rapidly, but also because I did a horrible job reading today. Horrible. I only managed to read today around 55 to 60 pages. That was it. That's all the reading that I did. The Kite Runner was the book that I was reading and I'm not even halfway through. I did get to know a little bit more about the story and I am really enjoying it. I didn't read little because the story was bad or anything like that. It was mostly because I was just all over the place today and distracted. That's been the deal for the last few days. Then I was giving homework from work, so there's some things that I have to read. There's like a bunch of papers that I have to read and some of it that I have to memorize and some of it that I have to study. We also went to my in-laws and I couldn't read anything there, of course, because we were visiting. So it's being a bad reading day for me. Let me tell you a little bit of what I think of the story as of right now. Keep in mind I've only read up to like 90 pages, so it's not like I've read a lot, but I'm starting to get a feel of the story. It is a story about two boys. They're two young boys in Afghanistan, and one is of, I won't be able to say these names, I don't even remember them. One is a certain belief system or a certain race, and the other one is a different race, okay? So one, for example, a distinction would be the eyes. One has more of almond-shaped eyes and smaller eyes than the other one. And the one, Hassan, I think. I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of these names right, but let's just say Hassan, okay? So Hassan has that kind of features, and him and his father live in the house of, I think it's Assimi? Oh my god. Anyways, he lives in his house and these two kids grow up together. They are what you would call friends. However, the wealthy kid doesn't refer to him as a friend. He does care for him and he does think of him sometimes almost as family, but not quite. An example of that is when his friends come over to play, he won't include the lower class kid. He will play with his friends, and then when he's alone, he'll play with the lower class kid and they're hanging out and having a good time and whatnot. The lower class kid really does feel that the wealthier kid is his friend, so he defends him. He basically would do anything for him. One day this horrible event happened and their friendship kind of split because of the guilt feelings that the wealthier kid has. He's taking these feelings and displaying them by being mean, and that's when he started to kind of bully or at least hurt the feelings of the lower class kid, because he feels guilty, so he's taking all his anger and frustration that he has towards himself on the other kid. That's where I left off at. At this point they are not pretty much talking at all because the lower class kid doesn't know why the higher class kid is angry at him. But basically the reason why the higher class, this is so confusing, but the higher class kid, okay, we're gonna call him A and H. So A is going to be the higher class kid and H is going to be the lower class kid. H gets cornered by all these other kids that, again, they look at his race as less significant people just because they come from somewhere else or have a different religion or look differently or a combination of all of those things. These kids have already picked on them before, and H has already defended A before. This time H is all alone and he doesn't really have anything to defend himself with. So this kids corner him and they end up doing something horrible to him while A was hiding and witnessing the whole thing. When it got too horrible for him to even continue to witness, he took off and ran off. And that is what happened that created the division between these two close friends or these two close kids. Because now A has never told H that he witnessed what happened or that he knows what happened, and H never told him what happened to him. Saying A felt so guilty for witnessing what happened and not saying anything that he's taking his anger on H, because he wants H to be angry at him. He wants H to take his anger on him, and he's not doing it because first he doesn't even know that he knows. So it's just, I know that sounds very confusing, mostly because I don't know how to pronounce their names. But the story is actually very good. That scene was very frustrating for me to read, and it was painful for me to read. So far it's a good story. I am enjoying the story. I will try my very hardest to finish the book by tomorrow at midnight. The next thing I will post in regards to the Anti-Bully Reads Read-A-Thing is going to be a wrap-up, and I won't be doing that tomorrow because I'm probably going to concentrate on reading all the things I have to do, both this book and the work-related paperwork that I have to go through. I'm just going to read as much as I can. Hopefully I do get to finish this book. I will try to have the video uploaded on Monday with the wrap-up for the Anti-Bully Reads Read-A-Thing. It'll probably won't be uploaded until the evening. Anyways, this was my very little reading progress. But you know what? Some progress is better than no progress at all, right? I'll take the 50-something pages I read proudly. That is it for this video. I will see you very, very soon in another one.